Hello everybody and welcome back to this tutorial, and right now let us see how we can perform our first attack using the aircrack-ng tool. So what we did in the previous video is we saw how we can actually put our wireless card in monitor mode, so we're going to do that real quick right here. So I have config, and I will not explain anything because I explained it in the previous video. So I have config WLO down, IW config, WLO mode monitor, and I have config WLO up. If you simply just type ifconfig right here, we can see that currently my wireless network adapter is in the monitor mode. Now, the next thing that we actually want to run is the airmon-ng tool, which will allow us to perform the check command on our interface in order to actually see whether there are some of the services that we need to kill, possibly present us a problem during our attack. So we can simply just do that by typing airmon-ng and then check WLO1. So it says right here, found 4 processes that could cause some trouble if aerodum-ng, airplay-ng, or this tool right here stops working after a short period of time. You may want to kill some of them. Now, since we don't really care about this at the moment, and I will restart as soon as you restart your machine, what we want to do is we want to kill all 4 processes, and we can simply just do that by typing airmon-ng, and I believe it is check kill WLO1, and it says right here, killing all those processes. So we successfully killed all 4 processes that could possibly cause us some trouble. So we got rid of them. Sometimes once you actually kill all those processes, your actual wireless network adapter might return to the mode managed. So right now we need to perform the wireless card monitor mode once again because it returned to the mode managed. So just perform it. Now if it didn't return for you, then you can simply just skip this part. I will put it once again in monitor mode. And right here, yeah, it is in monitor mode. And the next thing that we want to do is we want to sniff the traffic on that specific interface. And we can do that using the aerodump-ng command. So simply just type aerodump-ng and then the name of your networking interface. Now for all of these commands you will actually use the name of your networking interface, so it is really important that you actually use the correct one instead of simply just copying all of these commands that I'm typing right here. They will not work if you simply just copy them. So press your enter, and in just a few seconds we should have a full list of all of the wireless adapters or wireless networks that surround my wireless network or my laptop currently. So after a few seconds we can see that most of them already gathered. We can press here -C, but before we actually do that, I want to discuss some of these things right here. So if this is the first time that you're actually seeing this, you might be a little bit confused about what you're seeing at the screen right now. So what you're seeing is basically different information for different networks. The network that we are going to hack currently, and right now I'll press Ctrl+C because this is moving too fast. The network that we're going to try to hack is this one. So this is the name of the actual network. If you, for example, use your phone and wanted to connect to a wireless, this is the name that you would see. Then it would ask you for a password and you would connect to the network. So that is labeled as a column ESSID. So the name of the network is called ESSID. As we can see, the auth basically stands for authentication, and the authentication for our network is private shared key, which we already know what it is. We discussed it in the previous videos. This cipher is not really that important to us because the same method can be used for both of these. And the encryption, we can see that this wireless network that we are trying to hack basically uses VPA2. Therefore, it is currently, after VPA3, the most secure protocol of encryption for a wireless network. Those are some of the important things. What is also important for our future commands, because we are going to specify it, is the channel on which the wireless network is running. And you can see the channel in the channel column right here. It is labeled as CH. Navigate to this line right here, and we can see we are currently running on channel 4. Okay, the data is simply the data that is going through that specific network. Beacon frames are simply there for us to discover an actual network, so beacon frames are there for a wireless network to be discovered. And what also is important for our attack is this PWR PWR thing, or a number right here, which is a negative number. And you can see that it is important because it actually represents the bigger the number, the more far away the wireless network is. The closer the number, the closer the network is. You will most likely not be able to attack any wireless network that is a larger number than 75 possibly, or something like that, unless you have an antenna that actually boosts your signal. Therefore you can perform the attack on a longer distance, but for now on you will only be able to perform the attack on a wireless network that is actually close to you. Now, of course, you would be able to attack all of these wireless networks if you were to, for example, go and get closer to them. Then you would be able to target these ones right here as well. For now on, if you were, for example, try to target this one, you would not be able to deauthenticate anyone from that specific network because it is too far away from us. That's why right now we're going to attack this one and make sure that before you actually attack it, you actually have a permission to attack. So that is really important because doing this is illegal in any other case. So what I'm doing right now is I'm attacking my own wireless network. As we can see, the PWR is -55, so that is close enough for us to be able to deauthenticate some of the actual users on that specific network. And the last thing, which is important to us, which we will also specify in the future commands, is the BSSID, as we can see right here. And the BSSID is simply just the MAC address of that wireless network. We can see that the MAC address of our network right here is this one. Okay, that would be basically about it for this tutorial. I just wanted to show you this simple command which allows us to sniff different networks and to see all of the information that we need to specify for them. And in the next tutorial, what I'm going to show you is how we can actually capture a handshake that has the encrypted password in it, and therefore after it we will be able to run a dictionary attack in order to brute force that password. So that will be about it for this tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you in the next one where we will continue this attack. Bye!